Hello, WEA Rep Assembly delegates from Lower Columbia. I am honored to get to talk with you briefly today. I know your mock RA agenda is likely packed and you're all exhausted from working all day. But my name is Julianna4WEA, and as you may know by now, I am running for WEA president. I'm going to take a couple minutes of your time to outline kind of a little bit about who I am, the moment that we find ourselves in, and where I think WEA should go with not just my leadership, but with yours and my collaboration. At this time in humanity, we have a lot going on. So I started teaching in 2001. I was actually a building rep for my local Renton Education Association before I even had taught a day, because I was told if I did building rep, I didn't have to join two committees. Didn't know what the union was, immediately realized my first union meeting, these are my people and this is my jam. So I've been teaching mostly fifth grade since 2001. I did have the privilege of taking a couple years off, had some kids, went back, and I job shared. When I was part-time teaching, sharing a fifth grade classroom, I got to do so much training and advocacy work with WEA and my local and even NEA. That really positioned me to come back to teaching and really hold that workload of full-time classroom teaching and what felt often like another full-time job of doing the union roles that I had taken on. I became local president in Renton 5 years ago. So I spent 4 years full-time release doing local presidenting. Had a lot of experiences and frustrations and challenges with not having the supports, the resources, and frankly, often the staff that would have been helpful to me. Loved the job, but I felt after 4 years I was too far removed from the work. Not just did I miss teaching, but I really felt like the edge, that visceral edge of what was going on in our schools had been lost. Union leaders need to be close to the work of their members. Period. I do not believe in the idea of a union politician bureaucrat rising. We need to be on the ground doing the work. And that's why I'm coming to you today from my 8th grade science classroom. I'm doing the work and I am running for president because these are scary times that we are in. I think WA has a lot going for it. We have so many great systems set up. We have incredible staff, and we are not the democratic, transparent union that I think we need to be, so that our members trust and believe in the union and are willing to do more. We are all about in WEA advocacy, but we are not all about organizing. When it comes to the definition of organizing, it means moving people together with the same goal. What our goal needs to be, first and foremost, is fighting the cuts and restoring the respect and expertise of our educators, especially in these next 3 years. We passed the income tax, the millionaire's tax, because Bob Ferguson said he wanted it, and we had done years and years of advocacy. But the next 3 years, until that money starts flowing in, we have huge cuts facing us. Rising costs, inflation, unmet needs of students, too low of staffing. The prototypical model is upside down. So many things are coming at us. So yay for taxation, and the next 3 years are real. I believe strongly that we can do things right now and going forward where we are pushing our members to position themselves as the experts. We can do a whole lot more to support our members in democratizing work sites, and WEA needs to figure out the mechanisms by which we empower our families. Our communities do not know what we're up against. Maybe they do. You have such a wildly spread out council. I'm sure that in your communities you have closer relationships with a lot of your families simply because of the size. But even in our larger locals, a lot of educators kind of put on that brave face and act like things are fine when they're not fine. The number of needs that kids are coming with every day that we cannot meet wears on us. The fact that we're all walking around like everything is fine and normal while war is escalating, existential threats from AI are real, our federal government is coming after us on so many fronts. Nobody's really fine, and the kids specifically need educators that are willing and have the tools to speak facts, to be confident that we have a solution, we have a path. That path is our labor. As a union, we can become the kind of organizing, fighting union that it will take to put on the economic pressure so that authoritarianism does not steal our future from us. I have so many ideas about this. I don't want to go into it because I'm already 5 minutes into this video. So I beg you to reach out to me and ask questions, give suggestions. There are so many ways in which we can go about organizing with our communities and really building transparent processes within WEA. Your councils and your locals, I'm sure, have extremely unique needs, and WA needs to be resourcing them. But your members need to be empowered to have those spaces of democratic debate, not the win-loss motion debate. I mean debate. What are our priorities and what direction can we go in our community? I did a lot of work for a lot of years at the rep assemblies. You may have seen me there. But one thing that I'm really proud of is over 10 years ago now, I wrote the MBI for WA to join the State Labor Council. We did. And since then, we have, in my opinion, not taken that power seriously. We need to be the educators in the labor movement. I'm on the executive board for our county labor council, our MLK Labor. I've brought countless resolutions and ideas forward that other trades are so hungry to hear about. When we speak as educators, the plumbers and the retail and all the trades listen because they know that what we are doing every day with our work is dealing with the intersection of all the needs of humanity. They know that we work too hard. They don't really know, but they think that they know, and they really do want to support us. Every resolution I've brought forward, whether it's at the State Labor Council, which I have done, and at the local labor council level, they pass wildly when we just give them a little bit of hope and insight into what it is that we need. And we need to show up for those other trades. Whenever there is a strike, and I know you all have a pretty awesome labor movement in your region, whenever there's a strike, we go to the picket lines and we just talk. We're not there to impart ideas. We are there to support because we are workers who happen to be educators, and our power is our labor. If we are going to be serious as a state union in fighting authoritarianism, we need to understand the power of economic pressure, whether that's boycott or divestment or, yes, withholding our labor. Those are options that we cannot pursue unless we are serious about educating and mobilizing our members. I believe any kind of real action needs a huge supermajority of our members on board. And never ever should a single leader stick their neck out there and propose something that members aren't ready for. But WEA does need leaders willing to speak facts about the existential threats that we face. We need WEA leaders that understand the visceral pain of what it means to be in the classroom right now. And we need leaders that understand the power of unionism and know labor history. We can do more. I'm Julianna4WEA, and I'm asking for your vote at the RA. I'm asking for you to reach out to me and ask any questions, give any feedback you have on my platform. Please, please do the research before you vote at the rep assembly. And I'm going to end there. So much more to say. Oh, one more thing, actually. One more thing. Please check out my link tree. It's in my email, but it's also here on your screen. This has quite a bit of information about me and a lot of things that I've done. That's all for now. Thank you for your time. Thanks again, Bob, for letting me pipe this video in so last minute. I hope you all do well this week dealing with maybe the real storms, but the other esoteric storms that are raging out there. Our kids are grateful for you, and so am I. Thank you so much. Solidarity.